Good morning from the sunny Caribbean islands. This is Bob,
And Laurie.
and this is our 4 cents worth for November the 24th, 2016. So, anyway, we wanted to go on with Trump's first 100 days in office, and this is what he plans to protect American workers. He said, I will announce to negotiate or renegotiate NAFTA or withdraw from the deal under Article 2205. That's great, but a lot of his business is in Mexico, so I'd like to see
Our country's businesses.
in Mexico, and I'd like to see it come back here to the continental U.S. and get some American workers back to work.
And the incentive to bring companies back, well, I don't like enticing them with any more money, but perhaps there are other ways of enticing, but maybe we as workers have to just really make ourselves a desirable commodity in the world again. The best workers in the world should be Americans. We can do a lot to show ourselves to be that workforce, pride of the world.
We can, and we need to make it viable. We need to make it worth companies' interest to be back here and stop shipping our jobs down to Mexico and to Canada
And China.
Second, he will announce our withdrawal from the TPP.
Okay, I'd like to say that Hillary had a lot to recommend her. She had a lot of knowledge. She had a lot of understanding of world affairs. None of us are pleased with Trump's record as a serial abuser. We've got some issues with this new president, and his appointments may be really kind of not thought through. It's going to be a learning curve for all of us. But the fact that he has come out this far and said the TPP has got to go, we've got to renegotiate. He is no absolute friend to either party, and I think he's as close to an independent candidate as we're going to get for a while. Why don't we work with that? This 100-day plan is not a bad plan. It's got some problems, but particularly with China. Did you get to that one yet?
I have not. That's next.
Let's go to that. Okay.
And third, he will direct the Secretary of Treasury to label China a currency manipulator.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty
strong,
but it's also, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. I think America is the biggest currency manipulator in the world. I don't think it is China. Everything's all around the mighty dollar.
Well, and also with China and Russia going together now, and the yuan, the Y-U-A-N, I think it's pronounced.
Yep.
Now being their currency of trade, we have to get real about things. We can't just use militarism as the only thing that we provide to the rest of the world. We do have resources, just like Russia has natural gas. We have natural gas, and it's got to be controlled and regulated, and we've got to find other methods like Germany has for alternative energy sources. Our military is run on fossil fuel. We've just got to get out of fossil fuels. Jill Stein was right, and we've got to have a different face in the world, the cooperative face. We've got a lot of reconciliation work to do. If we just decide to pull out with China without offering something to the world, saying we're going to get our act together and come back as a better nation, one that's willing to work with everybody and cooperate truly. The United Nations is still our baby. We got that going, and let's start getting our own currency back in order, taking the hits that we have to take for trying to do world empire in such a poor way, trying to control the world. It's going to just lead us to ruin. We know it's going to lead us to Armageddon in short order. The climate's going to be destroyed. I don't know that it's necessarily on Trump if that happens. I think it's upon all of us.
Exactly. Before we can come together with the world, we need to come together as Americans. We need to work together, not as a Democrat or not as a Republican, but as a people of the United States of America, and make our country strong. And then we can work with other nations, not against them, and not just for our own gain.
And I think that starts with Democrats being willing to work with those Democrats and others who abandoned the party. We've got to bring the party together under a core platform that does include everybody, and includes third-party people like myself and Bob, that we really do care that this country has a vision that's big enough for all of us. We have to do that part. We can't just be going off on rants and safety pins stuff and just ways to divide and continue to keep the division going. That's a propaganda method used by mainstream media and corporate world that has worked so far. Let's turn against that. Let's work together. Let's work with all nations, all latitudes, all longitudes. Let's do this thing.
And that's our 4 cents worth for today. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Keep staying tuned, please.
Bye.
Thank you.